Hey everybody, this is Roger with the Two Hands Bowling Channel, and today we're going to talk about some drills you can do at home or even at the bowling alley if you're practicing. They're called the 0-step drill or the foul line drill and a 1-step drill. So let's get into it. The first drill we're going to talk about is the foul line drill. And with that, you're going to kind of get lined up in your finished position. And you're going to get really kind of focused on your hand at the bottom of the swing and your balance at the foul line. Those are really the important things. Kind of dark in here today, so we're going to use the Crux Prime with this big white tail so we can see the ball and we can see where my hand is at the bottom of it. So as we talked about in the initial introduction, we're going to kind of do some zero line drills or some foul line drills. 0-step drills or some foul line drills. And the idea is to get in the final position. So getting perfectly balanced, put your toe to your target. And all you're going to do is worry about hand position at the bottom of the swing. So I'm trying to get more up the back of it on this to practice that. And I really don't care where the ball goes. Really all I'm trying to work on is getting my hand in the right spot at the bottom of the swing. So practicing that, getting up the back of it, becomes very important, especially for two-handers, because without that thumb kind of locating you in the right spot, or the same spot each and every single time, it's very easy to let your palm and the ball kind of wander at where it's supposed to be. So very important to make sure at the bottom of that swing that your hand's in the right spot and you get that muscle memory. Also, I'll show you in the next shot. Also, what's really important is that second hand. When it's going to come off the ball, where it's going to come off the ball, what to do after it comes off the ball. Is stabilizing it? Are you going to throw it in the air? Is it going to go in your back pocket? That kind of stuff is really important. So the second hand really, for me, is my balance arm. So I'm going to move, show a little bit different angle. I'm going to really show my left balance arm at my release. So when I release the ball, my left arm comes out and goes back or like this to basically brace myself and hold me in the right spot when I release the ball. The reason for that is because your follows through is usually very explosive and powerful, and you want to maintain balance. And just like someone on a tightrope, they use their hands to kind of give themselves balance, and that's what I use my left arm for. All right, the second drill we're going to talk about is the 1-step drill. On our last couple videos, right, we talked about balance. We talked about targeting. We talked about how critical that is to keep your head down, especially as a two-hander, and where your hand needs to be at the bottom of the swing, and where your left hand needs to be when you follow through. So for this exercise, it's what really kind of breaks down that last step when everything comes together. And actually you'll learn from that where you're kind of slipping and falling from that regard. So if you're having trouble maintaining balance after you slide, maybe it's something you need to work on. If you're having trouble with the hand at the bottom of the swing, hey, maybe that's something you need to work on. Keeping your head down. This really kind of brings everything together as a good exercise to find out where you're struggling at. So, for these 1-step drills, there's a lot of things you can work on. You can work on your timing. You can work on your slide. You can work on your balance, your targeting. It's everything all wrapped in once. That step where, right before you release the ball, where everything kind of comes together at once. So, one thing I do is try to pick a normal line I would typically aim for, and get right to where I think I'm going to be right before I slide. And I'm going to look at it. So I'm going to look at fourth arrow. I'm going to get my hand up the back of it. I'm going to slide, stay balanced, and hit my target, right? So, right, my arm's pivoted because I'm a little bit cockeyed. Arm comes back, slide, arms out, balance, hit my target, boom, almost super spared. But it's something to really kind of work on. So you can work on keeping your head down, get that muscle memory. You can work on getting your eyes spotted in the right spot. You can work on sliding, because some people struggle with that and are planting. This really helps with that slide and that feeling. Also, it reiterates what we did in the foul line drill, the 0-step drill, is what your hand is doing at the bottom of the swing is in the right spot. Does it feel comfortable? So similar thing, I'm just going to get a little bit around the side of it. Same thing. Hit my target. Got around the side of it more. Arm was out. Followed through. Head was down. All that. And that's why these drills, they may seem childish or not so important to you because you've been bowling for so long, but by doing them, you'll actually start realizing some stuff that, hey, maybe I need to work on this. Maybe there's something I need to improve on and work towards.